Hey there guys, and once again, welcome back to another episode of LEGO Racers. This is episode 2, and in this episode we are going to be taking on King Kahuka, or Kahuna, or whatever. I'm not really sure. Anyway, though, before we do that, I want to kind of go into our little driver screen here. We don't want to edit that. Maybe I should have picked edit car. Is that what I want? No, you can only edit racer, so you gotta go through all this first. Oh no, you can do this. Alright, good. What we're going to do is see if I can get to the next block options thing here. Can I do that? Maybe I can't. Maybe that's a thing. Oh no, this black pad on the N64 controller is actually used for something. I never knew. Anyway, we have unlocked the Captain Redbeard block set in the last episode. So what I'm going to do here with that... okay. What you got to do here... Okay, there you go. Alright. So what we can do here is add little wings onto our car, I suppose. That's pretty cool. Let's do that. And... I added them completely the wrong way around, actually. But that's okay. Wait, hang on. Pretty sure those are a little big, but doesn't matter. Anyway, there's also this one piece here that I really used to love as a kid. The treasure chest. If I can get these controls to work. And I think I wanted to place that somewhere on my car. It would kind of obscure our driver's view if I think about it now. But who really cares? He's a LEGO racer. He doesn't need view. He doesn't need a view to, like, see where he's going. And I think that's just about it on the modifications we're going to do to our car. We may do more a little later. But anyway, I'm going to flip this block around a couple times, and we're going to add... That right there is what I want. We're going to add a little back thing here so it doesn't fall out the back. There we go. That is the new flashmobile. It's much improved, I think. Anyway, without any further ado, let's go on to the second circuit, which is King Kahuka. Alright. I was actually kind of relatively close to pronouncing that correctly. But anyway, this guy is kind of a jerk. Me, King Kahuka, beat you like tribal drum. And I never got that when I was a kid. It took me till, like, I was 8 years old to get that. And to victory dance. Ook hag hag hook. Oh, I almost remembered what he said perfectly. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, so this is the first track of the game. We're obviously on an island, which is a little different than before. Of course, we were on kind of beachy shores before. But this, I seem to notice a couple differences already from this in the PC version. If you want to go down there in the sand, you can get a little white power-up. That usually slows you down more than it speeds you up. I may be using it if I'm, like, about to get a warp or something. But until then, no. Okay, this part was always another one of my favorite parts because there's crocodiles here, which are really awesome. I've always liked crocodiles, and I especially did when I was a kid. And I always used to say they were in the stinky swamp. If I'm bringing up memories that don't seem to make any sense, it's just because they're so nostalgic to me. Okay, there is the first warp of the game, which should probably put us a good bit ahead for the rest of the race. That already gives us a huge advantage. I think there's a lot of opportunities for warps in this circuit, but I'm not really sure, like versus the first one. The thing about King Kahuka, where Captain Redbeard would always use offensive items, King Kahuka will usually always have a shield around him. But since I'm not too much of an offensive player anyway, I'm not an offensive player, you guys. Anyway, that probably won't bother me too much, but it means he can't get slowed down by the other racers in the circuit either. Oh, there's not a green block here anymore. I think there was down there. They switched it up on me. That's not very nice. Alright, and I think there's one over here. Yep, that should be perfect for us. We'll just use that really quickly. And I think that's all we really need to worry about. We are so far ahead of these guys now. There's no real danger in them catching up at all. And I've never really been sure. I think that's oil that he spills on the road, but I've never really been sure. I always used to call it syrup when I was a kid. You just, like, put syrup on the road. I was kind of a weird kid. Not gonna lie. I was kind of strange. But how is that green now? Did somebody else take that shortcut and get that block and switch it? I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, that's red, of course, now. All these blocks are always switching. Oh, I'm done? That was the whole race? I thought there was another lap for some odd reason. There's always 3 laps, by the way. See, there's Commander Cold Achu. Achu is actually the name of the guy, and he got last. It's your boy Achu, always getting last. Can't believe it. Alright, this is a Royal Knights Raceway. This is another one of my favorites, although it's actually a kind of difficult track now that I think about it. Can I get this? I can steal it from him. Oh, and I can go between here. Okay, that's not good. I did not want to do that, but I'm still not in last. King Kahuka is actually in last. Awesome. If you go really... And of course, you had to do that. I was going to try to get all 3 whites there, which would have given me a really powerful item, but no. You're just going to have to be that guy. I've never actually seen the leader of the track, King Kahuka, get last. Although I'm not saying it can't happen. Wait a second, I got that white, didn't I? I just got a white and it didn't really count, did it? Well, this is the first time I've been in 6th as well. 6th is the lowest position you can get. And that's kind of surprising to me. I thought I was actually going to be rather good at this track. But no need to worry. I should probably be getting ahead here pretty quick. All I need to do is get a warp. And if I don't have anyone in, like behind me to mess me up... Oh, I've never seen you get an electric thing before. I do believe that's Commander Cold. He has a pretty awesome car. After you beat each champion, you can get their block set. So that's how you unlock, like, being able to... That was the only green in the whole entire track, and I missed it. Oh, there was another one. That should have been good. And of course, you're gonna... These guys are jerks. They go right in front of you and grab all the items that you want to grab. There we go. Using a little power slide. I got that. Not going to be able to grab that white. King Kahuka has actually made his way up to 2nd, which is surprising, to say the least. Okay. This is not good. What? Wrong way. Yeah, I know it's the wrong way, dude. Okay, I'm just going to try to get this and, like, save myself here really quickly. What? What? How did that work? How do you figure that? That didn't make any sense. Did I really just... I did not just finish this race 6th. I refuse to have finished this race 6th. Dude, step aside. I'm going to get at least 5th or something that's not 6th. How did this happen? What? Ah. That was a terrible performance by me. I do hope that I can win. With an absolutely awful performance like that. How am I still in 1st? This makes no sense. Nothing on this thing makes sense. A Chew actually beat King Kahuka. I've always kind of liked the name of Chew. If I ever get a kid, you know, a Chew. And then he'll have allergies all the time. It'll probably be the best kid ever. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be better than your kid. A Chew is just a cool name. Don't discriminate against names, you guys. There are whites all over this track, which means there are a lot of opportunities to use a warp. There's also a secret shortcut that I'm going to show off just a little later. And there's also, like, just tons of greens everywhere. They're the best. And I really like using that. Can I power slide? That's pretty much the best place in the game to use the power slide right there. Because there's not too many other opportunities, unless you're a really good racer and you, like me, of course, just Mr. Finish 5th. Anyway, if you want to use that, you can, but it's... That's my green! Okay, this can be my green then. I don't care. I think this will give me a chance to use the shortcut. Yes, it will. Which will give me another warp really fast. Alright, so we get the 3 whites up here, and then I think there's a green dropping off here. Of course I miss. How is King Kahuka going so fast? That really confuses me. How he is ahead of me already. Well, he's not ahead of me, but he's pretty close to it. Maybe it's because he can get greens and I can't. That could be a good reason, now that I think about it. He has the ability to collect greens, and I've really got to be paying attention. I'm trying to pay attention to my commentary here. I have no idea how this is happening. You're just stealing all that stuff from me, and you act like it's okay. This is not okay. No, this is not. Okay, if I can grab a green going off here, I should be just fine. Of course, it's probably going to switch by now. No! No, 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 no. Oh, that's not good. It's not good. This is going to mean that I'm going to have to finish... I'm actually going to have to finish 1st in the next track to win this. I don't know how I managed to miss every green item box on that track, but somehow that just happened. All the same, we still have 2 extra points that King Kahuka does not. Which would mean if we can finish the Amazon Adventure Alley... Oops, sorry, I hit my mic there. First, then we win. But, and I've always liked to use this shortcut as well. It really helps. We'll grab a couple whites off here. I remember there being 2. I guess there are 2 whites over here. Okay, can't miss, can't miss, can't miss, can't miss. Got it, good. And that'll give us the first warp of the track, and of course crash us right into a wall. Sometimes warps are unrelenting and dropping you in bad places. They never really drop you at the perfect place. Also, it looks like King Kahuka just really got spun off track, which is good for us. Not gonna lie. Sorry, I try not to be mean to the other racers that are also racing in this track. But that's just the way I feel sometimes. I'm not going to use that shortcut this time. Actually, I don't know if that was a good maneuver or not, but I don't think I've ever gone this way. Ever since I found out the shortcut, I never have anyway. I always use that shortcut. Here we go, and one trick you can use if you warp, you can grab a white whilst you warp. That's pretty good. My sentence just got slaughtered there, but I'm just going to pretend like you understood what I was saying. It looks like we got a really good chance of finishing first here. If we don't, we're sunk, we're dead meat, but I think we're finally going to actually do it. All we need to do is wait around here for a green, and it kind of solidifies our lead as if it wasn't already solidified. But I think there is green coming in here, unless it changed because I already got it. I'm not sure. Is it gonna be that guy? It is going to be that guy. All right. We could probably go through this whole thing without using a single. These greens are really evading me. The evading greens. And maybe they're called speeds or something. I'm not sure exactly what the blocks are called. I've always just called them greens. But they've always been a favorite of mine. There's the last warp that we probably need to ever use in the history of the world. And we probably have this track in the bag. Good. This has always been one of my favorite tracks. It feels nice to finish it first, miles ahead of everyone else. And it especially feels good to win the circuit. I definitely haven't had a perfect record so far. But I do believe it's pretty good, you know. 82 to 80, that was close. Not gonna lie. Achu even managed to finish third, which is kind of cool. Alright, on top of the big number 1, I feel so good about this. This is the best. This is just the best. Alright, the next circuit is what's really gonna give me trouble, though. Alright, and here's the awesome cutscene. King Kahuka is just so mad at himself. Get ready. Here come the spotlights. Boom. He's just gonna be mad at himself. Look at him. Watch him be mad. Papa! Okay, that's good. Yes, I know. It's pressuring me to get this thing done. Alright, next time on episode 3 of LEGO Racers, we are going to take on Basil the Bat Lord. This guy is actually, like, super evil. Probably the most evil guy I can think of. But, in the next episode, we are going to take him on. And I will see you guys then. Bye.